Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of JN Plays Badly. I'm your host JN. I know I've been gone for a while and I apologize for that. Life got in the way, but now I'm going to try to resume regular updates. At first, I'm going to do one a week if possible and go from there. So without further delay, let's begin this episode of JN Plays Badly. And move some add-on stuff around. So when last we left, which actually I need to look. Okay. We are actually going to Westfall. Why are we going to Westfall? Well, because frankly we're level 11 and that means we overleveled Elwyn Forest. You can actually see on the world map. Yeah. If you look at the very top, you can actually see it says Elwyn Forest is yeah, okay. I guess some of my add-ons are not working properly, so let's disable those for now. I'll have to fix those later. But anyway, if you look at the top, you can see it says Elwyn Forest is now a 1 through 20 zone, but theoretically speaking, it also says Westfall is a 1 through 60 zone. So it's because of the content involved in those places, especially now that we're getting ready to move into Legion, or not Legion, out of Legion, I mean. And into Battle for Azeroth. In fact, right now, active in-game is the pre-patch, which is probably, actually, chances are why half of my add-ons aren't working right. Even though I updated them all, they're probably not updated for this patch yet. The patch just dropped the other day. I don't even know what add-ons are still on. What did it turn off? Oh, it turned off like everything. Okay, so I'm literally playing the game blind without any add-ons right now. I'll definitely have to fix that up. So, on our last episode, if you remember, we got lost. I know we fought Hogger. That was just kind of fun. So now we're just going to go to Westfall. We're going to start with these two quests. There's a Hero's Call, which asks us to go talk to Horatio Lane, and Fulbro's Deed, which also is in Westfall. That's at the Jansen Stead. But look at our map, they're right here. We're going to see a lot of this. These are drifters and transients. So, there's a battle pet tamer. You know what? Let's show off a battle pet while we're here. It's a cool little feature in the game. I kind of enjoy it anyway. I have some really powerful pets, so this is going to be quite literally a lopsided slaughter.
Have a good one.
So we're
Good day to you.
So we're gonna fight old MacDonald in a pet battle.
See you later.
And yeah, his pets are level 3, and mine are level 25. So like I said, this is literally gonna be a lopsided slaughter. But you know. Yeah, that's a machine thing. Machines, each one has their own type. Once per battle, mechanical types are actually allowed to come back to life. You know, it only works once. Flying types gain speed when they're above 50% health, but they take more damage from magical attacks. So as you can see, I have some enemies. I have a pet with magical attacks. So we're actually going to switch out Aquarius, which is a water spirit, with Little Terracosa, and then Critters. Critters have a passive where they are immune to stun, root, and sleep, but they take 50% from beast attacks. I'm not going to switch out another character. I've already done that once. I forgot about my background ability, and it killed the last monster. So, this is the last enemy anyway, so we're just going to use my ultimate attack, Surge of Power. And there you go. We won. So now the quest is complete. He still has a lot to learn. We can earn 4 silver from this and a little experience, which will help us in the long run. because we actually earn a lot of experience right now because of because we do still have our relics, or legacy heirloom gear, fully upgraded heirloom gear, which is boosting our XP exponentially. So I may have to watch the old video because I know I'm level 11, but I don't remember being level 11. So here is Lieutenant Horatio Lane, and there are the Fulbros. So somebody has killed them. Oh yeah, and they killed old Blanchy too, which is the horse. There's just a little kind of background cutscene here. There's a reference with this guy. I forget what it is. I think it's NCIS, either one of the spin-offs of NCIS. He's supposed to represent him, and that's why he does this thing with the sunglasses when he makes bad jokes.
Well met.
So we can give them the deed. You know, there's a joke in here about how they've been squatting on the Jansen stead for 5 years, even though we were able to retrieve their deed to their actual land, which is kind of an idea that 5 years ago we were still playing vanilla. I think it was 5 years ago, but anyway, he's just going to keep walking around here. So, and then now we have a hero's call. So he's going to say, you know, some stuff about it. Double hive aside, single horse aside. Yeah. No. And then he wants to speak with various homo people to see if they know who did it.
For the Alliance.
That's our next step. We're going to go out here and we're just going to talk to people. Some of them will talk to us. Some of them are going to be a little standoffish, you know, but we're going to see what we can find. So we're going to try to do this without... Okay. Oh, that's unsettling. Alright, let's talk about that one. We're going to talk to... Here we go. So we're going to see if she knows. Okay. Hey, look at that. We've leveled up already. And now we've learned aimed shot. So. Here, how about you, Transient? Alright, maybe, let's give him a couple copper, because we're sick of... Oh, okay, fine.
I don't have a target.
This is not going well today. How about you? I really don't like picking on the homeless. Oh. We're gonna see if we can't find somebody here who is at least a little sympathetic. There we go. Okay, so one person says that they heard voices. Obviously human voices doing something. Can we actually talk to anybody in here? No, we can't. So everybody's got to be outside. Okay. There's no shortage of people to go around. That's the good news. So do you know who did it? Smelled rich. Oh, okay. Nice people. Yes. I remember from my days of vanilla, they were nice. They actually gave you the first quest into Westfall, and if you brought them the deed back then, you could actually get some gear from it. So, See if she knows. Oh, okay. They want to play rough. People like to play rough. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's see. Going for the fist. Well, this transient and this citizen are fighting, so I can't talk to them now. Here, how about this transient? Here, I'll give you a couple copper to loosen your tongue. There you go. Oh, okay. Some gnolls. That's a clue. Here, we'll just try the copper approach, because... And then somebody's saying Murloc. So far we have 3 suspects. That's great, because we have humans, we have Gnolls, and we have Murlocs. Think of it as I can guarantee they're not Murlocs, because Murlocs are... you don't want to know.
What can I do for you?
So, see, even he doesn't believe it. He's like, Gnolls and Murlocs? No, Gnolls and Murlocs didn't kill these people, because Gnolls and Murlocs do to the people that they kill. It isn't too pretty. So, he doesn't believe it either. So, but even still, so there's some Gnoll camps around. So let's go find the Riverpaw Gnolls. Okay, and while we're at it, let's go find some Murlocs. Because, you know, he just said it's too perfect. And there's no way the moles... And moles, yeah. No way the Gnolls or the Murlocs did it. Okay. I believe that. What are we going to do instead? We're going to go find Gnolls and Murlocs and prove it. Okay. Let's start with aim shot. We can use some concussive shot to slow him down, and my wolf will take care of the rest. I can take care of the rest too. So just like I said before, I know I've said this before in other videos, but you know, if I overlevel an area, I'm actually getting out of here. Oh, hey, I got the recipe for Westfall stew. So, a little backstory. Just because, yes, I gotta be level 15, and I need a cooking of 50 to do it, but Westfall Stew, you used to have to do a quest to get it, or I might be thinking of another recipe. I don't know. But it's handy to have if you don't have other cooking recipes.
Target.
Oh, that was faster than I thought. Between aim shot and my auto attack, I actually killed it in one hit. Okay, maybe among the 3 that I just killed. Nope. That figures. I also should check my skills at some point. I might do a lot of this off camera after I'm done with the video, because when I should also find a new inn. There's a couple of things I should do, but I'm not doing them right now. Mostly because I have, you know, right now I'm doing marksmanship. I thought I was doing beast mastery, but I might be doing marksmanship. I don't know. I'll have to double check myself later. When they released the pre-patch for Battle for Azeroth, they changed a bunch of talents, and you know, they did some other stuff. One thing that makes me hesitant to do too much right now is when the game actually launches on, I think it's August
I don't have a
13th or
target.
14th. It's one of those 2 days. But anyway, when the game launches, the game is getting the ever-dreaded, at least to those of us who play this game quite literally, and if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're one of them, but we're getting a stat squish. And for those who don't know what that means, well, if you don't know what that means, you're obviously not playing the game. So, but we're going to get a stat squish. They've already announced it. I saw it myself. I was in the beta, but I didn't record any video of that. Mostly, I wasn't sure if there was a non-disclosure in effect for the beta. I couldn't find anything, so I said better safe than sorry. But the long and short of it is yeah, if I were to log on to one of my higher level characters, they have over 1 million health. Well, with the stat squish coming shortly, the stats of enemies and stuff, enemies are getting their stats changed, and players are getting their stats changed. So right now, can I see the HP of a... well, I can see their MP anyway. Next time I get a live one, which hopefully they respawn kind of quickly, because I really don't want to stand in one spot all afternoon. Yeah. Well, I guess while I'm doing that then, I will look and see if I can view my talents and make sure everything that I have is supposed to be where it is. See? Like this. So, disengage. Disengage is a leap backwards. I don't need that in my action bar. Aim shot. So, I'm actually going to remove everything here and make a... there we go. Now we're back. So, we have aim shot, which is going to be my first. Because, you know, I like to open with it. Since it's a long, it has a long cast time, so I like to open with that. Arcane shot is what I like to use after the fact. Oh hey, I got Captain Sanders' treasure map. I should do that side quest. I don't know if there's anything useful for it, but I can do it. Then I'll do arcane shot, and then usually I can follow up with steady shot. Sometimes I don't understand the difference. Like, yeah, okay, using insane arcane shot is instant. This one has a cast, but it does more damage. You know, and you can use it while moving, which is also cool. And then concussive shot is a crowd control, kind of like to keep him from getting to me. So there we go. Alright, everything else... okay. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, so these Murlocs have... which... what am I looking for? Because these are all oracles, and none of them seem to have... none of them tell me to get the quest. Let's see... maybe they just have it, or... oh, okay, no, I gotta find the raider. It's gotta be a Murloc raider. Okay. Anyway, Murloc raiders only have 171 HP right now, but I have 608. So, you know, that's a thing. Oh, I get it. Okay. So actually... I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to open with my aim shot because it deals a lot of damage. Use concussive shot to slow him down, and then use steady shot. Arcane shot is an instant. I cast that every time it cools down. Everything else is a cast time. So as long as I got a cast time. So... but the long and short of it is that the stat squish is probably going to change a lot of their HPs. I don't know about early enemies. I really couldn't find as much information on it as I wanted. Maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. I may ask somebody. There we go. Murloc clue. Okay. Oh, and that copper vein is back. Or it's a new copper vein. One and or the other. So we gather some copper. I'm not going to bore anybody with details. I have engineering and smelting, but, you know, I'm not going to bore anybody with that. You know, as you can see, I have very little mining experience. I also have very little engineering experience because, like I said, I'm not boring you with those kind of things. That's not the purpose of these videos. The purpose is a Let's Play. I guess that's part of it, but, you know, I guess if you can say that, well, you're doing a Let's Play, so you should show us everything that you can do in the game during a playing session. Oh, that's fair and all, but, you know, I also want to quest and enjoy the actual gameplay. So, it's a kind of a double-edged sword, I guess. But, let's see. Alright, so now we're going to go back to him, and look, did we find anything? We found a clue. Bits and pieces of red cloth? What's this supposed to mean? If you don't know, I'm not telling you. Oh, look at that. I got beast lore. Oh, we got my... Did I lose pet levels? Or did I just not remember? Or do I just have, like, memories of doing this already? Well, anyway, this is beast lore. You can gather information about target beasts, displaying their stuff. Yay. You can also see if it's tameable. Then, you can tame a beast. I can't have a beast in order to do that, but I do. I can heal my beasts. I can feed them stuff that I have in my inventory, but I can't use it in combat. It's good for out of combat. And then this just adds this here, but it'll actually automatically add it to this little hotbar I have right here, which is also over here, as well as all my skills. They added something here. This must be like for favorites or something. I don't know. Let's see. There's the Murloc hunt. Oh yeah, so we found a Murloc clue that gave us nothing. So now we're going to have to go to this guy named Two-Shoed Lou. So we got ourselves a real whodunit. Well, locals aren't willing to talk, and the clues we got off the Gnolls and the Murlocs are useless, so we're going to go talk to somebody else. We're going to go to the pumpkin patch. Let's go up the road here and see what we can see. Actually, didn't I get an item that starts a quest a minute ago? Yes, I did. So if you're reading this, yay. Probably half buried in the sand along the western coast of Westfall, near the shipwreck. Now some people might ask, you know, well what about taming beasts? Okay, I can show you taming beasts. That's actually not a problem for me. Now the one thing I will point out is that there are coyotes in Westfall. Great, there's coyotes. Coyotes and wolves are almost, if I'm not mistaken, the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to dismiss this pet. Then we have this. First I'm going to use beast lore on it. Okay. I now know... Down here in the corner you can see, I now know that it deals 12 to 19 health. It has 171 health, which I can see. It is tameable though. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to get within 30 yards of this. And this is all we do. We just channel it, and we take some hits while we're doing it. And there you go. Now I have a Charon bird, which I know it's not, but I'm going to rename him Hawk, because Charon bird sounds terrible. And there you go. Now we have Hawk. We have a new pet. So he has some different abilities. He actually leeches when he attacks, so that makes him kind of cool. So we're going to use him for a little while. I think later on... Let's see. Yeah, he has some abilities that he'll use on his own. Like, he has Bite, he has Dash, and Growl. Those are his basic attacks. So, all pets have a couple of different abilities. When you use beast lore, you can actually see what their attacks are. So, all right, let's see what Lou has to say here. He's actually very well dressed for a drifter. So there you go. So he wants us to take this crate that he used to live in and go to the Jangalode mine. Head to the mine and hide in the crate. I don't know why, but apparently we're going to find the right direction. So the mine's over there. But we're also kind of close to another thing. Oh, there's some other quests here. If I gotta go into the mine, does he want me to go to the mine? And, okay, so there's probably kobolds in the mine, so he wants us to kill 12 of them anyway, so we might as well do that while we're going down there anyway. Do I want to do... Do I want to go after this? You know what? It's probably on... It's probably... I got an idea. Let me see. Yeah, it's way over here. We got to go other places anyway. Like, we'll eventually be at Sentinel Hill and Moonbrook. Unless I overlevel this area. And then I'll be gone. And then I won't be. But... It's way over here, and these are right here. So I'm going to do these first. And then actually, when I get back from this, I might actually call it. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to see how I feel after this. And I don't want the video to get too long as far as that goes. It's my first video being back in a while, and I'm really kind of... Okay. I'm really kind of in a mood where I want to keep the videos a little short just for now. Make them longer later. I thought there was a treasure chest there. Oh, there's one. The one thing I don't like about battle pets, they're not a huge issue, but I don't like how if they attack you before you attack them, your battle pet will actually just kind of stand there and stare at the enemies. There might be a way to change it so they don't do that. But if there is, I don't know which one it is. You know, so if I start with aim shot, you know, and the enemy sees me. Okay, that was a bad example, because I killed that one in a single shot. But if the enemy sees me and starts attacking me, I have nothing to do. I can just... Basically, I just kind of sit there. You know. Otherwise, the enemy will attack me. Once my first attack connects, which is generally why I try to fight at a distance, as a hunter should. Oh, am I lost in another mine? Don't tell me I'm lost in another mine. This is why I don't... Oh, no, I guess this is the right spot. Oh. Okay, we hide in the box. The shadowy figure is approached by the foreman. Okay. Oh, Glibtuck. Apparently there's a lot of people here right now. Talking to this Glubtrock, the foreman. I don't know who this shadowy figure is, but they must be pretty influential. Huh. What option 2? Okay, so the shadowy figure is gathering people? The one thing... So the dawning is upon us. I will call when the dawning is upon us. Okay. So we gotta return to Two-Shoed Lou and tell him of this development. But first we have to kill 10 more kobolds? Shouldn't be too difficult. I also have to admit, while I'm playing, that I actually am going into a lot of these areas blind, because the last time I was in half of these areas was when I first started playing World of WarCraft years ago. You know, I've played since vanilla. Now, yes, I'll admit I started late, and I took frequent breaks back then. I believe my first... I know I didn't start late in World of Warcraft's life. I know I was in server for the old openings of the Gate of Qarn? However you pronounce the Scarab Wall. And I know I was present later on for the resurgence of Naxxramas. I remember being all like, oh, this is cool, I wish I could get that tabard. But I wasn't strong enough of a level to deal with the events and finish the quests, and like I said, I took frequent breaks back then. So... I'm gonna have to walk back there. There's a copper vein back there. Okay, you guys can have that digger. I am going to take this digger. Mostly because I want this. But yeah, like anyway, without getting distracted by playing the game here, no, I did. I did a lot, actually, during my time playing WoW back at the beginning, but I did. I took frequent breaks. In fact, the only reason I even got a main character to level 50 back during vanilla was because you need to be level 50 to get to Outland for the Burning Crusade expansion. I basically did the same thing with Burning Crusade. You know, I only played it towards the end of the expansion, or rather the end of the expansion's life cycle, because I wanted to have a level 60 character to go to Northrend. So I ran back and forth like that a lot. Yeah. The idea that I don't have a max... Well, actually I do. I have, I think, one max level character. Maybe two. I have two max level characters right now ready for Battle for Azeroth, but I don't have... I don't have a lot of other things. I don't have a lot of other characters. My brother who has graciously agreed to join me on a dungeon run, which I'll make another video about. That's going to be a separate video. Has every class. Yeah. He is a lot more dedicated to this game than I am. I'm just admitting that right now. He has one of every class. They're all max level. He has max reputation with several of the factions of Legion, which you need to play the upcoming allied races. So, but anyway. Okay. I have a flight point here. I don't know if anybody noticed me get that earlier, but I do. I have a flight point here now. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn in these quests and see what's next. So, and he says he's got something for you, but all he gives you is experience. So it's like, okay, I don't know. I didn't know experience was a tangible thing, but thank you for that. Let's see. And then we'll go talk to Two-Shoed Lou, and he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't care. Information is liable to get you killed. He's got one more information. One more bit of information. And then now there's a couple of thugs here causing problems. They're bad news. So, and he says if we get killed, you know, we're going to go eavesdrop on the thugs. But if we get killed or anything like that, you know, he doesn't know who we are. So, we're going to go eavesdrop on. We're going to go eavesdrop on these thugs. I think we just have to stand here out of sight. Or, there we go. So there you go. They're talking about somebody named Her. They say she's for real. This is... And this guy apparently is the one who actually killed the Fulbro. These guys killed the Fulbros. That thug is a messenger for him. Oh, now they know I'm here. Okay. That's okay. Because actually when I leveled up I got this one, which is multi-shot. And this just kind of peppers my enemies.
I need a target.
And there you go. Ta-da! That was actually easier than I thought. It might be because I think I'm getting to a point where I'm going to over-level this area. Yeah, Gore-Tusks are level 12. There are some stronger enemies later on, but yeah. Aw, come on. Not Two-Shoe. Two bullets to the chest and his shoes are on his head.
Greetings.
Oh, don't make another bad joke, Horatio. It would... No. Anyway, so now we know that there's some of the lot of power is behind these murderers. That's all we've learned so far. They want to know what we've learned. We need to follow the clues. So now we can go over to now we have to go to Saldine's farm.
Light bless you.
I'm going to head to Saldine's farm because I actually think that it's considered an inn. If it is, great. If it's not, I'll use my Hearthstone to go back to a real inn. But yes, there's a coyote. Anyway, by the way, speaking of coyotes, yeah, if I use Beast Lore on it, you'll notice that it has Ferocious Bite, Bite, Dash, and Growl. If I were to summon my wolf right now and use Beast Lore on him, you'd see the same thing. Okay, apparently we're doing this now. Let's just avoid that Flesh Ripper. I do this all the... Okay, apparently we're going to do this too. Stay on target. There you go. gave me junk. I hate you. I hate you all. I always forget to do this too. I always forget that I have a mount that actually increases my mount speed and allows me to get around faster. So, yeah, okay. Mechanical Harvester's level 14, so it should be alright. So this is Saldine's farm. We'll talk to Father Saldine. He's actually... So they've been in the Westfall their whole lives. So yeah, so we're down... Oh, okay. So Horatio Lane, they apparently, according to Farmer Saldine, is a scumbag. He's dirty. But he wants us to get out of Westfall because we're in way over our head and are actually going to put ourselves on the chopping block. So he actually wants us to go kill 10 of his Watchers, the Harvest Watchers, because they, you know... The Watchers were actually put here by the Defias years ago, and now they're, you know... Apparently my engineering is not high enough. It says I can harvest some of these Watchers, but it says, you know, requires engineering, and it's in red. So apparently my engineering isn't high enough. Anyway, let's head inside here and see if this turns into a rest area, because if it does, I'll stay. It does not. So... I'm not going to do the quests.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so she wants us to get 6 okra, which I believe I can find on the harvesters, 6 stringy flesh reaper meat, and 6 gore tusk flanks.
See you
So
around.
we will accept that quest. Since this is not an inn, and I don't feel like looking for one, and I don't feel like actually doing these quests right now. Oh, okra's in the field, okay. See, this used to be the quest for the Westfall stew, because that's why it's called Westfall stew. Instead, what they did was they gave it to you as just a regular recipe that you can find on enemies. And it only requires boar meat and refreshing spring water, so you don't even need to find the gore tusk flanks or the flesh ripper meat anymore for it. I don't know how much I appreciate that, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the Lion's Pride Inn, and we're gonna call this video a day. So one thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it all off camera, is I'm actually going to do my my gathering and crafting profession level ups with the items that I have in my possession. I'm also going to fix my add-ons so I can actually use them, and we're going to see where I go from there. Well, I'm going to go back over here to my default reserve spot where I stand each time I end the video, so I can start the video in the same spot. Not that it's going to matter, because I will be moving around after the video's off. So, anyway. So remember, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, because if you do, I'll know you're interested in this channel, and that will actually motivate me to make more content for you. You can also support my channel on Patreon. There's a link to that in the description below. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next episode.